Good greetings, students of Stroudsburg High School. Ready to learn more about SHS students? Today, our Mountaineer podcast will be featuring Senior Natalie Hornkohl, Junior Niko Solak, and Sophomore Emma Flanagan, all stars from our most recent high school musical, Mamma Mia. Okay, Niko, you're up first. Could you tell us which character you played in the musical Mamma Mia and what that character is like?
Hi, I'm Niko. I played Sky in the musical, and I was the fiance to Sophie, played by Emma Flanagan. My character was very, very cool. He was fun to play. He was kind of, just hanging around. He did whatever Sophie told him to, and it was a good time. We had fun.
Emma, could you tell us about the character you played in the musical as well?
I played Sophie, and she's the fiance of Sky, and she wants to find her dad, so she invites three people to
I'm so proud of you.
She invites her three possible dads to her wedding because she reads her mom's diary, and she's super excited for it, but then she kind of realizes that it might not have been the best idea because now she doesn't know which one they are.
Have you been in any musicals before? And if so, what has your experiences been in that musical compared to the others you participated in?
This is, I think, my fourth musical at the Stroudsburg High School, fourth musical, and this one was definitely different from the other ones because I had a little bit more of a bigger role, and so the experience was a little bit different, but all in all, musical is always such a life-changing experience that I always remember when I graduate. Yeah.
The musical Mamma Mia sounds like it was unique to create. Do any of you have any fun or unique memories or stories from the creative process of this musical you'd like to share?
There was this one time where I was running Honey Honey for the first time, and I was running around the fountain, and I started running backwards, and then I fell and sprained my wrist in the middle of rehearsal, and I had to go to urgent care, and so basically my wrist was sprained, and one of my tendons was really swollen, and it was really bad, but it was really funny, so it's okay.
Natalie, could you tell us a little bit about the character that you played in the musical?
Yeah, so I played Donna. She is the owner of the taverna, and she is preparing her daughter Sophie for her wedding, who she loves very much. And all of her friends come to visit, and she doesn't know that Sophie has sent letters to the three dads. So then there's some tension between her and her daughter towards the middle just because of that. And then she sees the three dads, and she starts freaking out, and she starts reliving her past. And she has to deal with the stress of the wedding and the dads at the same time. So she goes through a lot, but in the end, she loves Sophie, and she'll put her daughter first. And everything works out, and the relationships are regained and strong again.
In what ways do you relate to the characters you acted as in the musical? Do you find yourself having similar traits to your character?
Sophie, she's really, frick, you can't do that. So Sophie's emotions are all super heightened, so when she's excited, she gets super excited, and when she's worried, she gets super stressed, and I kind of relate to that because that's what I do, so we're very similar people.
Natalie, what about you? Do you find yourself relating to your character?
I would say yes, because Donna is a very complex person, and she's also very stubborn and sometimes aggressive, and I feel like I could be like that sometimes. That's basically it.
Niko, what is your greatest motivation for working so hard in the musical?
I definitely have to say the commitment that I made to my fellow castmates and to my directors. Because when you really put that in perspective, if you're letting them down, then the whole production itself is let down. And so I have a responsibility to my castmates because my love and my relationship with them to do my best in order for them to do their best.
Emma, what would you say the hardest part of being devoted to the school musical is?
It's definitely difficult, with time and, because I'm trying to get enough sleep and I'm trying to do all my homework and I have rehearsal and it's super important to me. So obviously I'm trying so hard, but then I get really tired. So it gets stressful, but it's still fun, so.
Do you have a least favorite part of being involved in the musical or anything you'd like to change the process for next year?
I wouldn't say it's my least favorite part, but it is definitely super time consuming. it definitely feels like it's taking over my life sometimes, and like I feel like that's something I'd like to, I don't know, work on for next year, or for like personally, and maybe for the rest of the musical. But yeah, super time consuming.
Is there anyone you would like to shout out to or thank for helping making the musical process easier or more enjoyable?
I think it just is everyone involved, the cast, pit, crew, directors, the people who came to see the show, just everybody that was involved in, it could be a small way or a big way, just everyone involved, really.
Does anybody else have anybody they'd like to thank or shout out to? Or?
Just my friends. Yeah, just like my friends. I would just like to shout out like to all my friends because they're so great. And yeah, and especially like the leads who helped a lot and like motivated me and like had my back.
My dynamos.
Aww,
and my daughter.
Why did you say your name?
I don't know.
Yeah, Matt Trezza.
How were your feelings throughout the musical? Would you say you were more of an emotional roller coaster or like steady throughout the whole process?
I think I could speak for almost everybody that it was a pretty wild roller coaster. There's definitely moments that we enjoy and we'll remember forever, and then there's also moments that we didn't enjoy but we'll still remember forever. So these experiences were like super up and down, but that's what makes it special.
Good job.
Does anyone else have any comments on that?
Yeah, like Niko said, like it was a crazy ride, and there were times that I'm sure we all wanted to like rip each other's hair out and just kind of wanted to punch everyone in the face, and like, but overall, like there were times where we would stay on stage like and we would laugh for like 10 minutes at a time, and it was just so fun, and it was definitely, everything was worth it, like every bump and every like craziness.
Yeah, I'd say that we become so close during the musical that like we really are family, so we'll like just get in arguments and literally want to rip each other's hair out. But there's also lots of like really like intimate, like cute moments that happen too, and I think that's what makes it so special and so much fun.
How would you compare this most recent musical experience to your musical experiences in the past?
I think this one stands out the most because it's so modern and people actually know the music, so they get really, really excited and they sing along when we sing, and that really motivates us to have more fun on stage, and everything that you see on stage from us is more genuine because everybody is genuinely having fun during the show, which I think is what makes Mamma Mia stand out compared to all the other musicals who are kind of older and people don't really know them as much. So they're still fun and great in their own way, but I think that that's what makes Mamma Mia so different and great.
Emma, what about you?
This year was a lot different from my past few years in the musical because I'm used to being in the ensemble, and this year I was the lead, so I was surrounded by different people. I was doing different things than I was normally doing, and it was overall, like, both of them were so fun, but like this one was just a different kind of crazy.
Do any of you ever feel like the work you put into the school musical isn't worth it? What makes it worth it?
No, I feel like every part of musical is rewarding and worth it because you get to do it with your friends, and I think that that's the best part about it, is that we have real relationships on stage, and every relationship is genuine, so you just get to have fun every single rehearsal, and even when we have tough days, we go through those tough days together, and it just makes the friendships and the bonds even stronger. So I'd say everything we go through together is worth it.
Thank you for coming.
You've heard it. We'll be back again with more of the inside experiences within Stroudsburg High School. Remember to visit our website, shsnews.org, and follow us on our social media accounts listed in the description below.